Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Damon Campbell with HotNewHipHop.com here in Detroit for the third annual Under the Influence of Music Tour with a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello there, HBK's very own Sage The Gemini.
Great to meet you, man. Definitely appreciate your time. Absolutely. Now, I find it kind of ironic that your breakout single was a song called Gas Pedal, because don't you actually tend to get car sick?
That's mainly how you know that. Yeah, I get hella car sick. Like, I can't be in the car for too long, especially in LA. Like, I be feeling like I'm about to throw straight up.
How's that work out on tour?
Well, on tour, I can lay down.
Okay.
It's like a house on wheels, so.
Okay. And speaking of illness, I understand you went through the ugly duckling syndrome growing up. But might that explain your ability to do such a spot-on Donald Duck impression?
Yeah. I no, they wasn't really fucking with me in high school, elementary school, any school.
Yeah.
I got schooled. Yeah, I can do a pretty good Donald Duck impression, so I've heard.
Do you care to demonstrate?
Yeah, I'm Sage The Gemini.
Great. Nowadays, I imagine you have a much broader selection, though, when it comes to women. Although, as I understand your quote, still trying to get a girl from the 7th grade. But I was thinking, if his Get Her Back campaign ends up working out, you might be able to get some pointers from Robin Thicke, because wasn't he shouting you out in the club one night?
Yeah, he was shouting me out in the club.
Like, what was that about?
That's Manny. Nah, I'm a big fan of Robin Thicke or whatever. And so, like, in the club, I met him. He was like, yeah, he's here. And I was like, what? And he was like, oh, Gemini, like this and that. And I performed. He was like, that's your song? He was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. And then he just was like, Sage The Gemini, he's coming up.
Okay.
And he was just heckin' drunk, just like,
yeah.
This dude is sick.
Yeah.
Oh, that was hella funny.
That's crazy. Speaking of piecing things together, though, I understand your career was sort of built off a song called Made in China.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Me and my little brother, Cadence, his name is Tommy. Yeah, our first studio was at his house or whatever. And we we made a song called Made in China. I was like in the 7th grade.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Cadence, man. You're next. Y'all gonna be interviewing him next.
Was that the same one where you sang over the Backstreet Boys?
Oh wait, did I sing over the Backstreet Boys? Nah, I didn't sing over the Backstreet Boys.
On like a boombox, like a pink boombox or something?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, my cousin Dominique had like a pink boombox, and I found out I had a record on it, a little microphone on it. So
okay,
you feel me? And then I just was like, cool. Then I recorded, and Backstreet Boys just started playing. I just was like, fuck it. I just started rapping.
Well, shout out to Dominique.
Shout out to Dominique, Kid Creasy, Scurry.
And the Backstreet Boys, as I understand, actually, their name came from like a flea market in Boston. And speaking of fleas, another hit song of yours, Red Nose, was of course inspired. It was referencing like pit bulls.
Yeah.
But a lot of people seem to think it was about reindeer. Which would actually make a little bit of sense, because you seem to have a similar story to that of Rudolph's. And not only that, but I understand you had like a gun pulled out on you in Hunter's Point when you were little as well.
Yeah, by a crackhead in the back streets. It was like we got like on Baldwin Court, you can go up, and then like we didn't really have backyards. It was just like a big like walkaway in the backyard, and then
crazy.
So my cousin had to save me for that. He was like, "What are you doing? Do this and do that."
Because you were like just a child at the time, right?
Yeah, I was tiny. I was like 5.
Crazy.
4.
I probably would have crapped my pants, man.
Oh man, we was used to it or whatever, but
okay.
You know, it was just a lifestyle.
The environment.
Lifestyle, it's Rich Homie Quan.
Okay.
Shout out Rich Homie, Young Thug.
Absolutely. On that note, though, for those who don't know, you spent some time modeling underwear even, which you've said was not for Fruit of the Loom, among other guesses. And that actually makes quite a bit of sense, because aren't you allergic to fruit?
Yeah, I'm allergic to fruit. But you know what's hecka funny? My Uncle Breeze and them been working me out. You know, the security guard for Wiz and them. You know, Wiz is my dad. So they've been working me out, and I've been eating fruit.
Because I had actually seen you, come to think of it, eating a banana recently. So is
it like...
Yeah,
I tried to eat a banana, and it kind of started messing me up, so I stopped. I eat like apples. Apples and stuff can, you know.
Yeah.
I can handle those now. I think I kind of grew out of that. But oranges and other stuff, and I can only eat green, like fruit. I mean, green grapes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that hereditary at all, or?
Nah.
Okay. because I was thinking maybe the apple didn't fall far from the tree, so to say. And speaking of which, I understand you actually used to be in a group called the Tree Boys.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Tree Boys, Tremaine and Dion, you know, Bubba, Irv, Keontae, everybody. Just we was all there. Like, you know, it started. My little cousin Tremaine, he played football in Arizona, and he can rap. Bondurant. He can rap his ass off, and he's about to come for niggas' heads. Yeah, he can rap his ass off. He raps better than me still. Like,
wow.
And he's younger than me, and he can freestyle and the whole like nine. And you know, it started off. I had a song called "You Should Know," or they were on MySpace, and it was like, man, we liked it. And then my cousins, like, you know, so they was like, bro, like, do this, do that. You make music? I'm like, yeah. And I taught myself how to do everything. So I went to their house one day, and their music was playing out the left side of their speakers.
Okay.
And then it was just hecka simple. I fixed it, and then it was like, what? And I started making beats for them. It was like, you can make beats, and then we just started making stuff, and they allowed me to be in a group. So that was the first group I was in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was Mac Dre really your uncle then?
Kinda, but more like their uncle.
Okay.
Like, you know,
but he is theirs by blood.
Yeah, he's theirs by blood. You know, but it's
like
my uncle, but
a second uncle, I guess. That would be? Okay.
That's my manager Stretch used to manage him.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was his manager. So
have you ever met him at all? Or?
Nah, I've seen him a few times, like probably twice.
Okay.
Twice, 3 times, but you know.
Where at?
Vallejo.
Just around.
Yeah, he used to drive like this. It used to be like a purple car.
Okay.
Yeah, it was tight.
Well, thank you so much for your time, man. It was great chatting with you.
Brother.
Absolutely. Best wishes with everything coming your way. Is there anything else you want to say to the people out there watching?
Bay Area.
There you have it. Once again, I'm Damon Campbell, and this is Sage the Gemini. Thanks for watching.
Like, that's how hypey I really was. Don't get your motherfucking hood stomped out. Clyde Carson.
And what is that exactly?
It was another rapper in the Bay. He was a big influence on all of us.
That So Def is the only label that did what we were supposed to do when you have a 20th anniversary. Bad Boy, unfortunately, can't have Biggie, so it won't be the.
You know, a lot. You can't say that anybody's really like, and we can talk like this on here, but is a real nigga anymore. But part of you coming home to such a great reception.